Hey guys, welcome back to CMTEQ channel. So I've got here a 9-bus systems running with 2 synchronous machine. Now imagine you running a project and the task here is to basically replace this synchronous machine with inverter or renewable based resources. So you just go ahead and remove the synchronous machine and replace with an inverter, and suddenly the voltage at certain buses collapse, right? Well, that is exactly what's going to happen. Now, that's one of the most common mistakes when transitioning from synchronous machine-based system to an inverter-based resources like renewable energy systems. The main issue here is that before you can replace Gen 1 or Gen 2 synchronous machine, you need to understand how they actually support this entire system here. And understanding that start by giving them proper control onto your network. This is why in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can attach a controller like an AVR or a governor to an existing synchronous machine and start simulating the dynamic control of this synchronous machine, because that is now going to give you the insight onto your power system network before you can now start rolling out, replacing them with inverter based machines. Now, the first thing we're going to do here is let's just go ahead and stop the simulation flow, open Gen 1, and on basics data, we can see that there is no model attached to this generator. We don't have any model at all. All right, over here on load flow, we will see some basic settings here for the simulation to basically execute, but we don't have any controller, whether AVR or governor, running with this particular synchronous machine. So we need to basically start essentially by giving this generator some basic function, one of which will be the voltage control through an AVR. Now, if you want to know more about how AVR function and how they are integrated in synchronous machine, please watch my tutorial on how generators control reactive power in power system network. Now, right now we only have one simple task, that is to add an AVR into our synchronous machine control system. Okay, so we're going to right click on it and we're going to define an element. We're going to define an automatic voltage regulator. When we click on it, this pop-up is going to show up here. Now, this is where you need to either create your own controller or you're going to use the global type, the controllers that's already exist in the DIgSILENT global library. Okay, so if you want to define your own user-defined model, you're just going to click over here, and this is where you need to define all the systems and preferences for your particular models. Your equations and your DPL scripting is going to be happening here. You're going to attach all the data for your controllers. For now, let's go ahead and add an existing AVR controller basically from the global types. When we click on global type, automatically we are here under standard models. Now, before I carry on, one of the main reasons we are basically doing this is that we need to understand that when a generator is operating without a model, even though when you run a load flow analysis, you can see that your generator will be supplying you reactive power. It's going to be controlling to maintain the bus bar voltage level, depending on whether you make it operate in voltage or power factor mode. It will work. But the issue arises when you try to run a dynamic RMS simulations. Okay, now the control need to respond to stability issues. Now, this is where you need a controller model. Okay, that's why before you can execute some dynamic simulation analysis for your stability analysis, you need to ensure that you've got a model that is defined for your particular generator. So that is the background that we have to understand here. So let's go back in there, define automatic Voltage Regulator. And over here we're going to go on global types. And by the way guys, if you find this tutorial useful, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to CMTEQ channel. That will be highly appreciated. Great. Now let's go ahead and select AVR ESA C5A and click OK. And the next screen that pop up basically is telling us all the controller, the AVR controller constants that have been already defined by the model designer. Okay, now if you are designing your own model, you will have all these parameters at hand based on your calculations and what you want to achieve. Now I've covered all of these parameters on the previous tutorial on how generator control reactive powers. Now before we move forward, let's just pause quickly and help ourselves understand what is an AVR. Okay, we understand it's an automatic voltage regulator that generator use. Now what exactly is an AVR? Okay, now we know that it controls the excitation systems of synchronous machine. Okay, so that is what we know. Now how does it control that? What exactly does an AVR do? That is a question that we need to fully understand. So we know that it does measurement. Okay, where does it do the measurement? Let's say this is where our synchronous machine is attached to this bus bar here, which means the AVR system must do measurement that is relative to this bus bar, related to that bus bar. Okay, so it must monitor the terminal voltage. Then it must do a comparison of the terminal voltage. Basically, it must compare this voltage to a reference voltage that's set internally, okay, as a set point. Now, based on the measurement that the AVR system is going to do on the particular bus bar terminal voltage and comparing it with the set point, the internal reference, the AVR will then decide on what it is seeing. Two conditions: if the voltage at the terminals have dropped, the AVR will increase the excitations and boost reactive power, okay, so that it can maintain the voltage. If the voltage have increased, okay, basically the voltage rises above a certain point, then the AVR will reduce the excitation. So that is in a nutshell how the AVR function. Now this behavior is very critical for maintaining the voltage stability. This is why when you're running stability analysis for your power system network, you need a model. You need to model your AVR exactly how you want it to control the voltage. Now let's go ahead and click OK. All right. Now this is basically our plant model that's been added for the AVR. Okay, so if we click here, we're going to go back there and we say OK. Now one key insight here is that right now we double click there, we're going to see the model have been attached. Okay, now if you now remove this synchronous machine here and you want to replace it with a wind turbine, okay, a DIgSILENT system for example, what will happen is that when you remove your synchronous machine, it will also remove the controller. The controller goes with it. Okay, this is why the inverter based system or the wind turbine that you're going to replace here must behave exactly the same way this controller was behaving when you ran your dynamic simulations analysis. Great stuff. Now let's give a quick spin. Load flow analysis. Now we're going to realize that the system is still functioning exactly the way it was functioning, okay? Because remember, the controller that we've added here is only going to come in effect when we run an RMS simulation. So that is a subject for another tutorial, okay? So stay tuned onto CMTEQ channel for that upcoming tutorial where we're going to start running dynamic simulations analysis to basically test different type of controllers, how they behave, and we can also get to a point of defining or designing our own model. Here, you might actually also add a governor system or a power system stabilizer to the same synchronous machine, and you can run a dynamic analysis to actually check all of those systems are responding according to how you've defined them. That is it, guys, for this tutorial. So if you found it useful, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That will be highly appreciated. And if you have a project that you would like to receive assistance from CMTEQ channel, you are more than welcome to contact me or to join my channel membership and make use of the channel members perks. Until next time, cheers.